Today I'm going to address again IUIC, Israel United and Antichrist. They have a little sect that's been talking about me lately. I am not that important, y'all, so please, I'm just a servant. But since you're saying something, I guess I'll respond. They call themselves the Holy Bible Defenders, but yet they go outside of the Bible to get their information. So get there. That's weird. All right, but here's the thing. The reason why your cult will always, have an awful stench to the Lord is because you bind rules and laws on women that the Lord has not. All right. You'll find no scriptures, no, not one, that tells a woman she is not supposed to spread the gospel. I dare you to bring forth a scripture from the 66 books saying women are not to be heard, they're only to be seen. Okay. I can tell you this right now, though. You'll be speaking against Yahweh because he used women to tell the 11 about the resurrection of Yahweh, right? Okay, that's found in Luke 24, 9 through 10. Now, Paul even mentioned a fellow servant, a lady by the name of Phoebe. He announced her as a sister and requested that she be aided in all that she needs to carry out her duties. Now, you can find that in Romans 16. So, if ladies were not supposed to, work alongside the brethren, what's Phoebe doing? All right, furthermore, the Bible also shows us how a husband and a wife team labored together, spreading the gospel. Now, in Romans 16, 3 through 5, we see Priscilla and Aquila. They even risked their lives for to say Paul, and they all labored together as tent makers. So you can't just say, oh, they were just working together. No, 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 no. They also worked at spreading the gospel together. And you can see more of that in Acts 18 and 26. So again, I tell you that without women in the Old Testament and their bravery and love of Yahweh, there would not be in us today at all. Okay? Now, Esther. Yes, we're going to talk about Esther. It is written that Esther was the one who saved the nation, the nation of Israel, all right, from certain destruction. Okay. Now, if memory serves me correctly, it was the king Xerxes that did not see that his chief priest, another man by the name of Haman, was plotting to. So, if it wasn't for her, thank goodness there was a woman there, uh, to risk her life, to save this nation. She went above and beyond. Okay, so how dare you say that women cannot walk alongside the brothers or the men? All right. You cult leaders, you need to understand that women are allies. We're allies. Now, we are not to go beyond what the Lord has said. We are not to, go over the man's head and things of that nature. I agree with you to a certain extent. However, women have always been allies to men. We are the help meet. And I think you brothers need to understand what the definition of help meet really is. Now, I'll be back to discuss this further. But until then, treat the women kindly. All right, I love you. Bye.
All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Samad. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, this is Brother Samad coming at you with another lesson. And Lord will, this is edifying. So, as you just saw, as a woman, I guess she had something against IUIC, telling her she can't teach and everything like that. And she said, name a scripture to say that a woman cannot teach. And I'm pretty sure they read a scripture. I'm like 100% sure. I'm sure a lot of women that so-called teach the Bible have heard the scripture in, I believe, Timothy, which I'm actually going to get. But before I do, as far as her points and everything like that, when she named Esther and all these other women, these women did not teach. The Lord was dealing with them because of course, the the Lord could choose anyone. The Lord could pick anyone whether it be man, female, or a child. Okay, when it comes down to it, so that doesn't prove anything as far as a woman teaching, because a woman is really not supposed to teach because she is not a leader. Okay, she's not leading. Okay, she is number one. She's supposed to. She can, and that's another thing. She can teach, but she cannot teach men and really women. She can teach young women or young like kids. I'm sure, which I'm gonna get to in the book of Titus. But yeah, when it comes down to it, when the Lord is dealing with a woman in the scriptures, He's dealing with her, but He's not telling them to teach anything. Okay, so that's where people get things mixed up. That's where these women get things mixed up. But this is gonna be a quick one, because she just said a bunch of nonsense, and it's just like you could tell through her spirit. You could tell it's like a fake, and she was like trying to put on that thing where like oh, I'm nobody and everything like that. You don't hear a woman saying that. And the way she said it, it just made me feel like you could just tell she's just being fake and everything like that, and she's not being sincere at all. So yeah, so I wanted to get oh wait, Salakia. Oh, it's Titus Salakia. Actually, no, it's not. But that's one of the ones that I can get too. That's the one in Titus, but I'm looking for um in Timothy. Salakia. Come on, I got it. Oh, it's First Timothy. That was in Second Timothy. The thing about the blue letter, you gotta be precise when you type things, man. But it says yeah, I could do that. Yeah, yep, verse 9. So this is women instructed. This is what it is. So it says First Timothy 2 and 9. In like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, right? Sobriety, uh, briarty, yeah, briarty, um, sobriety, yeah, sobriety, Slakia. It says not with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array. Let me look up sobriety. Salakia. Sound of mind. Yeah, self control. Right. Control. So let me read that again. Yeah, it says with shamefaced or sobriety. Right. And that's really what it is as far as a woman. As but our women now today, they're not shamefaced. They're not humble. They always say be humble and humble, but a woman is not humble nowadays, man. If anything, you would think a woman was more quiet, and innocent and shy and everything like that. But nowadays, you look at them and they just can't stop talking. You know, they're more masculine than ever. And looking at that woman, she was definitely masculine. You know, because again, what a woman knows as well, and honestly, a woman isn't mean supposed to be doing. Man, I'm telling you, a woman when she knows too much, and scriptures even say knowledge puffeth up, and if a woman knows too much, she ends up destroying herself at the end of the day, because she can't even majority of women nowadays can't even what's the word for it, control their emotions, man. So what more if they have the things that they know of the scriptures, man? Goodness, man. But it says, verse 10, it says, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works, let the women learn in silence with all subjection. And that's right, man. Learning in silence. Don't keep going. Keep going. Verse 12 of the point. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence." And they keep forgetting the scripture. They try to go around the scripture, but this is what it is. This is what it says, and this is how it's going to be. Okay, you're not supposed to be teaching, and honestly, it's for a reason, because women bring confusion, and when it comes down to it, too, women they're not good leaders, and they're good followers, but they're just not good leaders, and the Lord made it that way. That's just what it is. So a woman is not supposed to be teaching, but you have these Christians and these churches. All you see is women, man. All you see is you know, you go in the pulpit, you see all these women and all the men on on if there is any, because nowadays you don't even see any men in churches anymore, man. And if they are, they're feminine, you know, probably raised by their mom, and or probably the husband is forced forced to go to church because just to make the woman happy. It's all over the place, man. Men aren't men and women aren't women. So let me read that again. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence." So that's really what it is, man. The Lord set it up that way. It says, "For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression." So Eve was deceived, okay? Because she went out and again, that's a perfect example, because she went out and learned of this knowledge and this and this and that, whatever, and she was deceived. And mind you, that's even today, you know, as far as women with the social media, they have too much, and that's a whole nother story too, because again, women with the social media, they have they start looking at these certain videos and how women act and how all these certain things, and they apply it to their lives. They apply it to themselves, to where they start being what they just saw. Okay? And they start destroying themselves, you know? So, hey, scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. And there's definitely nothing new under the sun when it comes to Eve, man. When it comes to these women constantly again going from, and that was Eve's problem. The trees, right? There were trees as in men. She was getting knowledge from different sources, right? So it's like, again, even today. So there's nothing new. It says, "Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in the childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety." Right, you know. So that's pretty much the point, man. Child, yeah, and that's the main thing that's supposed to be doing, is taking care and what's the word for it? Really tending to their child, man. Okay, they're not supposed to be out there in the highways and byways, and that's another thing too. You got camps out there, uh, with with their wives and everything like that, on the highways and byways, and you know, to me it's not. I don't think in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I'm not gonna have my woman going out there with me. You know what I mean, and doing that. But to each its own. Um, yeah, it's just nah, it's a no go. Um, all right, this is now let's go to Titus. Actually, I think it's two. Yeah, I think it's two. Two in verse one. No, no, not one actually. Yeah, actually, because there's. Oh, I mean, that's two. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Because this is going into what I said as far as women can teach like the younger, you know. So it says really talking about their kids, their own kids, really. But it says Titus 2:1. It says, yeah, it says, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound, in faith, in charity, in patience. Right. It says, verse 3, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Right, and that's the point, man. As far as what did it say? It says that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, right? It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Okay, and that's a small scale as far as like, because at the end of the day, when it in that scale as far as like teaching a woman how to be a woman, you could definitely do that. Teaching a woman how to be a woman, and bringing her up right, because scripture say, train ye up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So a woman will have the really the right, like it says, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children. So teaching them to love their to be a woman, man. You know, but on this scale, as far as the scriptures and everything like that, that's with the men, because why? The scriptures say that the tabernacle of the Lord is with men. Okay, he's not dealing with women, man. So he's not dealing with women and on a scale of teaching. You know what I mean? So really, they're not supposed to be teaching at all when it comes to the scriptures. So what they can be teaching is what? Being a woman and being a good helpmeet for their husbands. Okay, so um, yeah, man, and it's not a problem. Like, in women swear and think that they think it's like a bad thing. Like, why would you want to? Like, the fact that you're able to just chill, like, just tend to the kids. You got a big responsibility when it comes to that. You know, tending to the kids and tending to, and making sure your daughter grows up to be a good good person, a good woman, wife, Salakia. you know it says right, it says, it keeps going, it says 5, to be discreet, chaste. It says keepers at home. It says good, obedient to their own husbands, and honestly, going back really, to love their husbands and love their children. That's not even today, man. They don't love their husbands. They don't know how to love. You know, if they do, they will respect them and do what the husband says. They wouldn't disrespect him. They would actually trust his judgment. You know, now you see, them treating their man like dirt, man, like shit. put them on child support and just, hey, heck, I even see men get beat, but then if it goes the other way around, then it's a shame, man. It says to be discreet, chaste keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, right, to their own husbands. Be obedient to their own husbands, and that's real, like, that you gotta soak that in, because it says obedient to their own husbands, because it makes me think of this. Oh wait, it says that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. Because I could say this: why is it that, say, like, women that are working and everything like that, why is it that you respect your boss more than you respect your husband? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? You respect and you are more obedient to your boss than to your husband. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't, man. Because your boss will tell you jump. You will say how high. If your mans will tell you to jump, you ain't gonna jump, man. You gonna be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You be like, come on, man. It's insane, man. So these women need to be in order, man. Scripture say, let all things be in decency and in order, man. So, roughly paraphrasing. So that right there, a woman teaching, is confusion. It's confusion, because why would, you know what I mean? The fact that the Lord is only dealing with men and not women, man. Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord. Okay, so best believe, man, the Lord is only dealing with men when it comes down to this aspect, man. For the whole part, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think, you know what I'm saying, the apostles, everything like that, they were sent out to do this work? No, ain't no woman gonna go out there and tell another man A, B, and C, don't you do, the Lord told you. No, man. Ain't no women gonna go out and do that, man. Women even back then were freaking, like, are you kidding me? Back then women were treated, if anything, women now are treated like queens today compared to back then. Which it should go back to that way anyway, because their pride is up there, man. Their pride is so high. Scriptures talk about that, how they walk with stretched forth necks, man. Thinking they ain't nothing, man. So, oh my goodness, man, it's like, it's crazy. So back then, a woman was not looked at as looked up at. You know what I'm saying? No, man. A woman, if anything, she, again, it's levels, man. Yahweh. Let's get into it, man. What's that? 11? No, 1 Corinthians 11. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 11, chapter 11 and verse 1. It says, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of a Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances all as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is the Most High, Yahweh. Okay, so that's the order, man. It's Yahweh, Yahushai, the men, the women, and then the children. Okay, there's no skipping. We ain't gonna go ahead and skip over Yahushai. No way. And then these women have the nerve to try to skip over the man when he can literally destroy you. Like these women buck up. Like, yo, oh my goodness, man. Like, gotta ask them the question, like, are you trying to fight me? You know what I'm saying? I remember going into it. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I'm like, I asked the question. I'm like, yo, you plan on hitting me or something? She said no. Then why you acting like you about to hit me then? Back the fuck up. You know what I mean? Excuse my French. Like these women are wilding, man. They need to get put in their place, and they will get put in their place, man. When Jacob's trouble hits, you know, these men will start ravishing these women, man. Okay? The Lord's gonna deal with you, women, man. They're gonna judge you for that, man. You trying to show your forth your body and everything like that to all these men, you know, not actually sticking to one man. Got something for you, man. The Lord got something for you, you know. It's crazy. But yeah, man, ain't no way a woman is gonna be out there on the highways and byways telling other men and everything like that. And you know, no, man, heck no, man. Especially how dangerous it is back then, right? Not today and back then. Well, today they're more safer in a sense. They're more safer, like a lot more safer, to be honest. But back then, nah, heck no, man, nah, man. It was different. It was more raw back then, man. Now we live in a feminine society. But yeah, woman is not supposed to be teaching, man. And the Lord is dealing with men when it comes down to it, man. Okay, He chose the men to bring forth into uh, His word, man. Okay, so with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, I say shalom, shalom, shalom.